What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today, your eyes do not deceive you. We are back with a brand new tier list. We are talking about UFC fighters that would be great or terrible if they were your roommate. I've put some time in the lab working on this one. I'm very happy with this tier list idea. This could be completely terrible. I feel like this one's going to be a generational tier list. I don't want to just force them out, so I'm only going to do them when I have a funny idea. And this is one that I've been kicking around a little bit. So we're going to get into this, man. For those of you that know how the tier lists work, if they're up with the S or the A tier, these are someone that you would very much so enjoy living with you. If they're down in the C and the D tier, avoid sharing a lease with this motherfucker at all costs. All right, man? Let's get into this. Starting off strong. I'm going to put fucking Marty Usman in the B tier. I don't think Usman would be that bad, dude. I mean, you're not going to have any hair in the fucking sink to worry about. I think Usman would generally be pretty good. I think pros and cons, when you're looking at the pros, you're probably going to have easy accessibility to the apartment. There's going to be probably a wheelchair ramp somewhere lying around. You know, the stairs are kind of built to walk up front and backwards. Most of the time, I think Usman would be pretty funny, be pretty chill. He seems like a good dude. But I will say, I can low-key see bro trying to big dog you, bro. I can see Usman walking in, like knocking on your door, just kind of like walking in while you're playing Xbox. Hey, keep it down, young man. Keep it down, young man. Keep it quiet, young man. You know, you're the same. You're like, I'm the same age. He's like, hey, keep it down. I'm a problem. I don't want a problem with you. Keep it down, young man. That's the only reason I'm going to put Usman in the B tier. Outside of that time where he tries to get a little bit, you know, he turns into the campfire mode. When he activates that campfire mode where he's like, hey, I'm coming all night long. Outside of that, I think Usman would be pretty good, but we're going to put him in the B tier because, like I said, I can definitely see bro trying to big dog you in the apartment sometimes. I think that's a downside. So we'll put him in the B tier. I think that's fair. Okay. Next one to talk about. I'm going to put Nate Diaz in the C tier, and right alongside him, I'm going to put Nick Diaz right there. I think these two are a package deal, number one. And number two, it's like you go in the room, like it's just going to be a fucking hot box consistently. That's number one. These guys are pretty chill. I do fuck with the Diaz brothers. I know some people don't like them, but I do like them. But I can definitely see them. There's so many things about the Diaz brothers. I can see, like, the landlord ask them anything. They're like, man, fuck this guy, straight up. Fuck this guy. This guy's on my fucking ass, straight up. What the fuck? This guy's coming in asking for, what is this, a fucking money channel? Why does this guy ask for fucking money? Straight up. You know what I mean? Like, Nate just complaining about nothing. I also feel like you ask Nate Diaz to do anything. Like, hey, Nate, yo, bro, I did the bathroom. Can you do the dishes? He's just like, yeah. No one knows how to do the fucking dishwasher, straight up. What the fuck? You fucking do that shit, man. Fuck that, homie. You know, plus, you know, Nick Diaz, you're gonna deal with the schizo ramblings. Nick Diaz is gonna come in, you're gonna be like, yo, Nick, we're watching a movie, bro. You wanna come with us? He's like, no. You know, I hear, you know, if I hear you guys, you know, watching some stupid, you know, you're watching a fucking shitty movie or something, you know, I'm gonna get fucking mad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna lose my shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So, you know, people ask me if I want to watch movies. No, I don't want to watch a fucking movie. You know, straight up. Where I come from, we don't watch fucking movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. So I feel like these two are just such a fucking, like, handful to deal with. There would be so much weird shit going on. Everything would not be their fault. It would be someone else's fault. And I also feel like their periods would sync up. So I'm going to just say, well, we're putting the Diaz brothers in C tier. It wouldn't be that bad. I could definitely think of a lot worse, but these are not my first fucking options. I'm not going to these guys. We're going to put them in the C tier, okay? Next one to talk about. I think this is an A tier candidate, borderline S tier. I'm gonna put Tom Aspinall in the A tier. I feel like Tom Aspinall would be a chill fucking roommate, dude. I feel like he'd be a chill ass dude. And one thing that I think is a positive of Tom Aspinall being in the roommate discussion for this tier is very serious MMA analysis going on right now. I feel like you would get to see behind the scenes of those reels of him being like, mate, fucking chicken tonight. What if I don't bloody want it tonight, mate? Where do I buy bloody chicken tomorrow? What the fuck? You know what I mean? You'd be hanging out with Tom Aspinall, you'd be like, mate, no left turn. Well, I weren't fucking gonna go left, mate. What the fuck? Like, that's what you would be dealing with daily. And I feel like that would be very entertaining. I think Tom Aspinall's a chill guy. You know, you'd wake up in the morning, you'd be, mate, you want a cup of tea, mate? Yeah, fair enough, mate. No worries, mate. I'll get you one. And then the only downside is I think you would get stuck in. I've said this in a bunch of tier lists about Tom Aspinall. I'm not going to hop on it too long, but you will get stuck occasionally in unskippable dad, like unk dialogue of Tom Aspinall. You know, the thing is about the weather, mate. It's not the heat that gets you, mate. It's the fucking humidity. You know, that's just the way it is, you know. It's just the bloody humidity, mate. That's the only maybe negative thing. But even then, that's pretty chill. That's pretty homely. So Tom Aspinall, we're putting this guy in the A tier. We fuck with Tom Aspinall. This next guy, bro, the more I think about this, the more I'm like, bro, this is a fucking nightmare, dude. Gene Silva in the D. It's like adopting a fucking dog, dude. I'm sorry, Gene Silva would genuinely piss me the fuck. And you can't do shit about him, bro. What are you gonna do? Argue with Gene Silva? He's literally just gonna ninja choke you out cold. I feel like Gene Silva, if someone did an inspection, he would just choke the fucking landlord out cold. Just hoo, just barking over his dead body. You know what I mean? You're getting noise complaints from the neighbors. You know, the guy's constantly fucking dying, laughing, like play fighting with you, and then he's breaking down, crying in the shower. Like, I think Gene Silva would be a fucking nightmare to live with. Every time I watch the Fighting Nerds vlogs, I just watch everyone around him just like, oh man. Like, Gene Silva is that friend, dude. He's that fucking friend that we all have that is like, you know, you like him. You do like him. You do fuck with him. But you know when other people are going to get annoyed with him really quickly. I just think Gene Silva, yeah, the fucking barking, like all that shit constantly. I feel like this guy's completely fucking skitzed out. Yeah, Gene Silva, you know, a car, you know, what's this guy going to do when the mailman rocks up? He's going to start barking. He's going to start crashing out. So I think Gene Silva definitely belongs into the D tier. This is someone I would avoid moving in with at all costs. Yeah, he's very low on the fucking list, all right? Let's move on. Let's talk about one of my favorite fighters. You know, I'll put him in the B. I'll be nice to him. I think there's a little bit of a downside to him. I'm going to put Sean O'Malley in the B tier. Now, Sean O'Malley by himself could potentially be at A tier. But I do think that Sean O'Malley, you're going to get Tim Welch with him in the package deal. You know, Tim Welch is going to come in. You go to talk to Sean O'Malley. Tim Welch is like, hey, bud, how's the sleep schedule, bud? How are you crushing any puss, bud? Like, Tim Welch is just going to be asking you these random fucking questions. And I also feel like Sean O'Malley, I just picture, all right, picture this with me, dude. I feel like this is really good. This is a good bit. Sean O'Malley, you get in an argument with him about doing the dishes. You're like, dude, come on, man. You never do the fucking dishes, dude. Sean O'Malley just sits down in the living room, starts doing like his deep breathing that he does, his Wim Hof breathing. And Tim Welch is just rubbing his shoulders. He's like, good, Shug. Hey, calm down, Shug. So argument's almost over, bud. You're the fucking champ, man. Calm the fuck down. It's all good, man. You know, he's going to be cornering this dude. This is a beautiful argument. Beautiful argument, Bubba. Great job, bud. Here, take some THC, buddy. You know what I mean? You're just going to deal with Tim Welch's culty bullshit with Sean O'Malley. It wouldn't be too bad. I'm not going to put him down in the C tier. I think Sean O'Malley is chill. I think really the thing that drops him from the A tier is the Tim Welch, you know, package deal. You know, I could see Sean O'Malley being pretty chill. Maybe, you know, trying to party a little bit, just being like, dude, imagine not joining the fucking goon session night, dude. Dude, imagine not coming out with me and Schmidt, dude. Like, that's another thing, too. You'd have fucking Schmitty over at the house, dude. You'd have Schmidt. You'd have fucking Timbo. You'd have I don't know, some other random fucking COD guys from Sean O'Malley shit. I'm not trying to deal with all these guys. I'm going to put him in the B tier. He's not too bad, but yeah, that little package deal really doesn't seal the deal for me, all right? This next guy, though. I wanted to put him lower, but I have to look at all sides of it. I have to be objective with my genius analysis of UFC fighters as roommates, okay? I'm going to put Ilia in the B tier. Now, Ilia Topuria, there's pros and there's cons to this individual. I feel like Ilia Topuria is the type of guy, while you're cleaning, to just lay back on the couch with his feet up. And you go, you dare to ask if I'm not going to do nothing to clean this house. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna take your head clean off your shoulders. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get Ilia Topuria to roll up his sleeves and help clean the fucking bathroom. You are personally cleaning everything in this fucking house. Or a reason why I'm not putting him lower for this is I could see Ilia Topuria just paying people to do everything. You know, you fucking spills. Ilia's like, don't worry, bro. We're gonna replace the carpet. Just instantly fixes everything with his money. So the money aspect of it and the rich lifestyle Ilia Topuria, I would say that's somewhat positive. Obviously, there's a little bit of cons. He's not going to help you out with shit. And I think maybe a downside is you personally are not allowed to have any brokey items in the house. You're not allowed to have a fucking Android phone in Ilia Topuria's apartment. You know, all the pictures on the wall are just going to be Ilia Topuria and all this shit. You're not allowed to put up anything personal in the apartment. And I'm just going to keep it a buck with you, bro. If girls come over, you are getting put in a fucking rear naked choke or you getting body shot TKO'd. That's just it. That is the type of guy Ilia Topuria is. If girls come over to this apartment, you know, usually sometimes your friends, they'll fucking run a 2-man with you, dude. They'll help you out. Ilia Topuria, you come over, fucking immediately puts you in a rear naked choke, chokes you out in front of the hose, bro. Body shot TKOs you, drops a calf kick on you in front of the hose, does his cheeky little smirk. That's your fate if Ilia Topuria is your roommate. So you are on one hand probably getting a really nice place. He's gonna drop a bag on it. He's gonna spend some money. You know, you're not gonna have to worry about cleaning things up. He's probably gonna just pay someone to do it. But you're not gonna get any of your personal brokey items in the house, and you will be getting calf kick TKO'd in front of the hose when they come over. So that for me balances out to about a B tier, borderline C tier, but we'll put Ilia in the B tier, dude. I know some of you guys, this is your fucking dream life, is moving in with Ilia Topuria. Let's be fucking real here, dude. Let's move on though, because this next guy, I think, listen, personality-wise, he's like an A tier. He's borderline S tier. But I just have to look at the living situation. I'm putting Jiri Prochazka in the C tier, dude. Jiri Prochazka is the type of guy to just bring home a fucking bird or a snake or some shit. We have to nurse him back to health. Yes, I find him on side of road, and I think he called to me in bird noises, and I have to raise him as my son. You know, like Jiri would be a fucking vibe, dude, but I just think all the weird shit that he does is just not going to be sustainable. You know, I can't picture Jiri Prochazka emptying a fucking dishwasher, dude. I feel like Jiri Prochazka's type of guy. Where did I put the clothes? Yes. I hang them out window and I attach them to birds because the birds can fly the clothes around in the air and bring them home. They will be back in 6 to 8 months when they're finished hibernating. That's the type of shit Jiri Prochazka is doing to you. So we fuck with Jiri. We like him. I just don't think this is like a really viable option. Plus, how is this guy going to pay rent, dude? Jiri Prochazka is going to pay you in fucking gold trinkets, dude. He's going to be inviting random men over to get crazy with him, dude. I remember he said that shit, bro. I love when he invited Megan O'Leary. He's like, I have guys from my village coming today. And they're gonna show me something crazy. You want to come? She's like, no. Thanks, Jiri. Thanks for your time. Yeah, so all of that considered, unfortunately, I have to put you in the C tier, Jiri. This is probably the most controversial placement on the list. Let's be real. I know you guys fuck with Jiri. I fuck with him too. But hopefully that reasoning makes sense. All right, let's move on though. Let's move on. This next guy, he's not really that big of a character in the bedtime lore. I think he's going to gain a little bit of like, you know, I'm going to promote this guy to a side character on the channel. I'm going to give this guy some clout. I'm going to promote him to a side character on the channel. Maybe even a main character at one point. I'm going to put Cory Sandhagen in the B tier, dude. I like Cory, dude. I like him. But I'm not going to put him in the A tier because, yes, he is a chill dude. He's a very normal person. But I feel like this is going to be one of the most performative fucking households of all time. This guy is going to bring in a fucking vinyl player. He's going to bring in artificial hanging plants from the fucking ceiling. You know, this guy's gonna be pretty upset when you decide you don't want to buy the fucking compost bin for your apartment, right? Not to mention, you're in your room chilling, you listen to music, he walks in, he's like, dude, you're listening to Led Zeppelin, bro? Yeah, name 3 albums, dude. That's what I thought, bro. Like, Cory Sandhagen is just such a fucking guy to pause the movie while you're all watching it and just be like, dude, the symbolism here is just insane, man. Dude, the visual language here is just fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, stop talking. I'm explaining. So that's Cory Sandhagen, dude. Bro's doing a fucking film breakdown on Star Wars when people come over. So I just feel like Cory Sandhagen, the nerdy aspects are just, I'm just, maybe I'm totally wrong about this guy. I do like Cory Sandhagen. I need to stress that. I'm not hating on him, but I just have this image of him in my mind. And Peyton Talbot's kind of, Peyton Talbot's more of like the nonchalant performative male, whereas Cory Sandhagen's more of like the gatekeeper performative male, where he's like, dude, you're seriously posting about Fantastic Four? Have you even read the comics, bro? That's Cory Sandhagen. Whereas Peyton Talbot's like, nah, man, I don't really care about movies. I don't really listen to all that stuff. I prefer like 1920s French black and white stuff. Like that's the difference between them in my head, if that makes sense. So Cory Sandhagen being that type of guy in my mind, he is chill. I do like him. I wouldn't put him down in the C or the D tier. I definitely think he's probably, him or Usman is the best option in the B tier. I'm not against it, but there is some things that make me not want to put him in the A tier or the S tier. So Cory Sandhagen at B, I think that's pretty reasonable, all right? These next 5, okay, we've got 1 in the S tier, we've got 2 in the D tier, and I think one of them is the reason you're fucking here, okay? And we've got another guy in the A tier. First guy to talk about, though, we got Leon Edwards, bruh. I truly believe I don't have to pay rent, bruh. I'm fucking sleepy, bruh. Leon Edwards is not going into the D tier because there's a lot worse options out there. Like, honorable mentions, I'm thinking John Jones, Sean Strickland. Like, there's a lot of fucking honorable mentions that are worse than Leon Edwards. But Leon Edwards, like, the thing with this guy is, he's just unreliable, bro. Like, I think Leon Edwards would genuinely he would just be like, not that bad, but just really not enjoyable to be a roommate. Like, you know, you come in, hey bro, did you do the deposit? Did you pay the rent? He's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I was sleepy, bro. I was taking a nap, bro. I don't fucking know, bro. You know, you know, you ask him to help clean up. You know, Leon, can you help me clean? I can't, bro. My back. I hurt my back, bro. I hurt my back. I don't think I'm gonna be able to clean until probably November, December, bro. Yeah, I need a little bit of time, bro. You're like, come on, man. Like, come on, dude. He's like, I cleaned 10 times. Shut the fuck up, bro. I cleaned 10 times in a row back in December, bro. I truly believe 100%. I definitely believe I deserve a rest, bro. You know, like, I just feel like Leon Edwards is that type of guy. He's always going to find an excuse. He's always going to be complaining. He's going to sit around doing nothing until fucking December. You know, the guy, you bring friends over, bro. It's like, you know, bro comes out in the living room. Shut the fuck up, bro. I'm trying to fucking sleep, bro. I'm fucking sleepy, bro. Like, that's just Leon Edwards, dude. He's always sleepy. He doesn't want to fucking do anything. He just wants to stand around fainting at range. Yeah, and his back hurts. He's not fucking paying rent till December. You know, that's Leon. So he's not the worst, but he is the most borderline D tier, C tier guy there is. I'll be nice to him. I'll put him in the C tier, okay? This next guy, now you gotta understand, every one of these tier lists, it's almost like a alternate universe, right? Where it's like, in this universe, every UFC figure has their own version in this world, right? I picture Dana White as the landlord. I'm gonna put Dana White in the D tier because he's like the landlord, dude. Dana White comes in, listen, kid, rent's going up to 12K to show, 12K to sleep. I'm coming for the fucking money, kid. You know what I mean? Like, Dana White would just be absolutely fucking ruthless as a landlord. It would be so funny, dude. Just watching Dana White, like, a single mother tries to bring in, like, a family pet against the... He's like, you're going to federal fucking prison. Federal fucking prison. You bring that little fucking cat in here, you're going to fucking prison, kid. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna be suing you, kid. I'm coming for the fucking money. Your rent's going up. That's gonna be Dana White, dude. He brings in fucking his inspector, Joe Piper, to fucking sleep you, dude. Dana White. Dude, Dana White, you ask him to fix something. You go, Dana, please. My air conditioner stopped working, bro. Like, I actually need it, bro. I've got a kid, bro. Like, I need the... I can't afford to fix it, bro. The rent went up. Like, please, we need the air conditioner work. Dana White just smiles at it. Are you out of your fucking... I don't know whether the kid's on drugs or what, but yeah, we're kicking this fucking guy out in the streets. Yeah. Yeah, the homeless community just got a brand new fighter, kid. Like, that's gonna be Dana White as your landlord, bro. We gotta put him in the fucking D tier. He's so funny, but yeah, if this guy's your landlord, you are fucking cooked, bro. You are absolutely done for. So, Dana White, 110% D tier, you're fucked. All right? Next guy, we're gonna put him in the A tier. No bias, JDM. This is not me saying, guys, please don't make this weird. Don't make it weird, guys. I'm just saying, JDM's a chill guy. He's a regular ass dude. He's gonna be chill. You know, there's nothing wrong with JDM, bro. He's going in the A tier. It's not weird. It's not ridiculous to say that. You know, he's gonna be quiet as hell. I will say this about JDM. For the most part, he'd be quiet as fuck, dude. Like, when you're around him, he's gonna be hella chill. He's gonna just be like, yeah, you know, like, I did the dishes, you know, probably gonna go to sleep now, you know, that's about it, you know. But I feel like you might catch him doing some weird shit by himself. I feel like you might just catch him just flexing in the mirror, just like, like, I feel like he does that so much. I remember this fucking, on his Contender Series fight, he hits Ange Loosa in the nuts, and they show it on the replay, and he looks up at himself on the screen, and he just flexes and sticks his tongue out. So I think JDM, you would catch him doing some weird shit, but outside of that, he's a chill-ass dude. He's not going to give you any fucking problems. He's going to be pretty quiet. He's definitely an A tier, like, no problem whatsoever roommate. He's pretty chill, dude. He's a fucking G. So we fuck with JDM. We all love JDM around here, guys. We all believe JDM is the welterweight GOAT. So he's going in the A tier, all right? Now, the reason that you are here is this man, Conor McGregor's going in the D tier. Where do I even fucking start with Conor McGregor? Imagine having Conor as your roommate, dude. Picture this, dude. You're sleeping, right? It's like 3 a.m. You had a long day at work. You get woken up. Mate, look at the fucking moon outside, yeah. Look at the fucking moon. Mate, stand up, yeah. Stand up. Mate, look at the fucking moon outside, yeah. It looks like the fucking sphere, bro. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? You know what I mean? I can imagine, like, he's just constantly having parties in the house, right? And, you know, you walk through the kitchen, he just stops. You know, mate, I heard you arguing with your girlfriend on the phone. Mate, you need to fucking stand your base, yeah. Stand your fucking base with your girlfriend. Mate, you need to fucking come in. Left hand, uppercut, backhand, roll. You know, it doesn't matter what your situation is in life. Conor is stopping you. He's giving you an unskippable 30-minute cut. Mate, it reminds me. This reminds me, right? I was sparring this big Polish bloke. Stop talking. Let me finish. Right? I was sparring this big Polish bloke. Mate, I went at him. Boom! Fucking chin the guy, yeah, straight out. Flattened him. You know what I mean? Like. So I just feel like Conor McGregor is your roommate. You're getting woken up randomly at 3 a.m. to him laughing or to giving you unskippable diet. He just comes in the room drunk. You're sleeping. He's like, mate, you know I love you, yeah. Respects to you, mate. You're a good guy, yeah. You're a good kid, yeah. Fair plays to you, bro. Seriously, bro. But you need to stand your fucking base with your girl, bro. What you doing, man? You know, you're getting that type of shit. I also feel like you're just going to constantly just hear music bumping in the living room. He's just opening up fucking proper... bum, 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 just ranting to random people. Fridge is... Every time you put something in the fridge, it's gone. Just proper 12 in the fridge is the only thing you can get. Just random chopped middle-aged women coming through. Why is he cheating on his wife with just these random chopped fucking... These random chuz, dude. These random middle-aged chuz, bro. Yeah, I feel like Conor's just such a D tier candidate in every single way. At least it's like a funny type of D tier, not like a John Jones type of D tier where you're in like a fucking, you know, the Purge movie, right? You know, Conor would be kind of entertaining train wreck, but he's definitely a D tier, okay? And the last one to talk about, the S tier, the ultimate choice, it's Volk, dude. I feel like all of these positive tier lists, you could literally put Volk in the S tier for all of them. Volk is such a fucking chat. Like, what is Volk not going to bring to the table as a roommate, bro? He can cook. He can fight. He's a chill dude. He's a dad. So he's going to be in bed by fucking 9 p.m. Volk is dead ass going to be passed out on the couch. Yeah, mate, you know, yeah, had a long day at work. You know, it is what it is, you know. I had to do some work and this and that, you know, that type of stuff, you know. Boom, bro's snoring on the couch by fucking 8 p.m. Problem solved, you know. Bro's cooking up dinner and lunch every fucking night and he's passing out by 8:30. This guy is the ultimate roommate. It's like living with your fucking dad, bro. Volk's the GOAT. He's my fucking GOAT, mate. Mate, fucking JDM and Volk as fucking roommates. It doesn't matter what it is, bro. We're always going to glaze the Aussies. So I'm putting Volk in the S tier. This is my tier list of UFC fighters that I would accept as a roommate. Obviously, there's a lot of people I might have missed out. Let me know your opinions, aka your jokes, in the comments down below so I can steal them for part 2. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. If you guys enjoyed this video, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. We'll be doing a recap of UFC 319. We'll be doing a lot of videos in the aftermath of that card. So hopefully you guys enjoy those fights. I'll be looking forward to them as well. I'll talk to you in the next video, man. Goodbye.